battle. Watch this. Will disappointed because he gets nailed with one of the best shots that you'll ever see in a heavyweight boxing match. Will nailed with the right hand by Isa Ugano, and Ugano wins on a second round knockout victory. What a shot that was. And Will out. Ugano gets the victory. And the next fight, Hai Opatia. He goes against Isele Lili Ba. And Opatia had things going his way throughout, able to score, especially the southpaw, able to score all throughout and wins his unanimous decision in his professional debut. Next, Bowen Morgan does battle with Nuka Gamble. And this one involved the cut too. Heads came together, a clash. In this case, it was inside of 4 rounds. And the doctor had to stop the fight. Things were certainly going Bowen Morgan's way. And at first they announced it as a TKO after 2 in favor of Bowen Morgan. But then they went back to the rules. And Pat Leonard said, no, it's a technical draw. Then next, the brown butterbean is upset. He gets nailed with that left hook and another solid left hook. And that was the beginning of the end at 22 seconds of the first round. Referee Lance Revel has to step in, and Kalini Tejuli, a big star here from Invercargill, wins the fight, wins the $15,000 bounty, and offered $20,000 to fight again if he can do it in October in Auckland. Then we saw Jeff Horn, who was cruising through the first 5, 6 rounds, and then in the 6th round, the heads come together right there. The clash of heads causes a cut, and the fight eventually has to be stopped because of the cut. And that's it. It goes to a technical decision, and Jeff Horn wins. Okay, Clint's in the ring, so let's go up to Clint Brown.
Right, joining us in the ring again from the TAB is Kieran McAnulty, and from the TAB with the latest odds. And you're telling me it's been a good night, what, for the punters or the punchers?
Both. It's been a very good night for the punters so far. They've actually picked the winner of every bout. They even picked Butterbean to go down. So there you go, they're onto it. And now it comes down to the final fight, and they've actually backed Joseph Parker in from the opening price of $1.10. It was $1.03. He's just drifted out to $1.07 now.
Well, I'm not surprised they backed the local boy. So it's been a good night for the punters. Will it be a good night for Joseph Parker, though?
We think so. We think that he's got this lined up. We are a little bit worried. We've got an enhanced odds special at the moment. If Joseph Parker wins in the first 3 rounds, we're giving you $3. It was $2.25, so punters have got a chance right up until the start to get a bit of value there.
Kieran McAnulty from the TAB. Enjoy your bets and enjoy the big night of boxing with the big one coming up.
Heavyweight boxing. It is for the WBA, PABA, WBO Oriental, WBO African, and WBC OPBF heavyweight titles collectively. It is sponsored by Burger King, who are right behind Joseph's mission to be #1 in the world. The TAB odds for this fight are Tupou at $7, Parker at $1.07. Remember to download the TAB mobile app for iPhone or Android, or visit the tab.co.nz to place your bets. And now, good people, it is time for the highest ranked heavyweight fight to ever take place on New Zealand soil. It is your time to shine, Southland, Invercargill, New Zealand, for the thousands in attendance here at the IoT Stadium and the millions of people who will be watching this telecast around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, would somebody, somewhere, make some noise? Introducing first, making his way to the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, this is the WBO African Heavyweight Champion, Bowie Tupou.
Bowie Tupou makes his way in 25-3, 17 knockouts. His wife Georgia and little baby Leslie are here to see him fight tonight. This is huge for him. This is a career changer for him. He knocks off Joseph Parker tonight, and we've had a few upsets tonight. Horn getting cut. This is a very exciting fight for Tupou. It extends his career. It would probably move him in the WBO top 5 and put him immediately in line for title shot. For Joseph, he's still a couple years away, but this is the type of fighter he's got to be. Tupou's a big man. You people in the States, 250 pounds, 120.5 kg.
Chip boats, man. I got this, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the champion, Joseph
Joseph doesn't like it. He's banging him. Got him with a good shot. Oh, he's ready to go. Look at this. It's all over, folks.
Left hook though, followed by the right hand from Parker, and he stops it.
Everything starts with that jab.
Ooh, great uppercut by Joseph Parker on the back.
The nose, lining it up for the big shot. Featherweight gets hit. Right hand. He's not going to get up from that. He is right in the chin with a solid right hand. This fight's all over. Might have some trouble. Joseph's going after him. Looks up the right hand. Drops it out. And that was a heavy right hand.
You in the presence of greatness, I make it hot for you. Pants to rock to me. Rocket I run with. Here for the game and all the pussy that come with. So for the focus, I'm insisting on keeping it going.
And his opponent making his way in the blue corner. He is the reigning, defending WBO Oriental, WBA, PA, BA, and SMBF heavyweight champion. His Samoan high chief name is Lupe Soliai La'aui. He is Joseph!
Joseph making his way out. Those are his uncles. Uncle Tupou. Leading him in there from Samoa. Joseph 14-0, 12 knockouts. Kevin Barry and his brother Brian lead him in. Joseph turned pro in 2012. 3 KO wins. 4 wins in 13, 5 and 14. This is his 3rd fight this year. He must be disciplined tonight. Use his jab, sit down on body shots, and avoid the big power of Tupou. He's been working on defense for this fight, and that's why they selected a very dangerous and very high-ranked fighter to be the opponent. Joseph is stepping up in class tonight. This is a heavyweight in his prime with an impressive 25-3 career record that he's fighting with 17 knockouts. More knockouts than Joseph has fights. Working with Jeff Fennick, Hall of Famer. Now all the hard training for Joseph, he hopes will come to fruition tonight. Parker's fast, he's big, he's heavy-handed, and most importantly, he's very athletic. Here's Joseph Parker. And at the ILT Stadium in Southland, Invercargill, New Zealand, they absolutely love it. A lot of anticipation in the crowd. Granville Kelly of Australia will be handling the refereeing duties. Take a look at the tail of the tape. Parker's a little bit taller. He's much lighter than the 120 kg Bowie Tupou. Parker's 9 years younger. And you take a look at a slight reach advantage for Joseph Parker. So we're set to go. Here's our ring announcer, Dan Hennessy, to get this one underway.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, scheduled with 12 $3 professional championship heavyweight boxing. It is for the WBA, PABA, WBO Oriental, WBO African, and the vacant WPC OPBF boxing heavyweight titles. It is sponsored by Burger King. The weight burgers are meant to be. The WBO supervisor is Leon Panancillo. The sanctioning body for this heavyweight championship bout is the NZPBA. President is Sir Pat Leonard. The corner supervisors, Kevin Pine and Zane McDonald. The judges for this title fight are Carl Zappia, Greg Burgess, and John Conway. And when the bell rings, the international referee in charge is the Rose Brad Vocali. And now introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing red trunks with black trim. He weighed in at 120.5 kgs. He hails from Nuku'alofa, Tonga, now residing in Redfern, New South Wales, Australia. He is the WBO African heavyweight title holder. He's ranked at number 13 in the world rankings by the WBO. He is trained by three-time world champion and boxing Hall of Famer Jeff Fennick. He has 28 professional fights with 25 wins, 3 losses. 17 big wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Bowie Bo Tupou. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, enters the ring with black trunks and red trim. He weighed in at 107.5 kgs. He hails from South Auckland, New Zealand. He is the current WBA, PABA, and WBO Oriental heavyweight champion. He is New Zealand's heavyweight champion. He's ranked in the top 10 fighters in the world by the WBO at number 8. He is trained by Olympic silver medalist and renowned boxing coach Kevin Barry. He is an undefeated fighter with 14 wins, 14 professional fights, 12 by way of KO. His Samoan High Chief name is Lupe Solie La'auli. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Joseph Parker!
Joseph wanted me to be sure to say hello to Caleb Barry, who's watching in the States, who works with him along with Kevin and Brian Barry. We listen to Brad Vocali.
Gave you both some firm instructions at the rules meeting yesterday and again in the dressing room tonight. You're both professionals. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Remember, protect yourself at all times. 3 knockdown rule, there is none. Okay, can't be saved by the bell in any round. Touch gloves, go back to your corner, wait for the bell. Also, Bowie, just pull that down a little bit. That's good there. That's it. Okay.
All right, 10-point must-scoring system, no standing action. There's no 3 knockdown rule. The fighter cannot be saved at the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. The unified rules of boxing. 4 different titles at stake here tonight. Bowie Tupou, very strong.
Okay, doctor. Okay, doctor, you all right? You okay?
Turned pro with no amateur fights. He's a former Penrith Panther junior rugby player, and he looks like a rugby player. He is strong, and he is big. Now Joseph handles him, and immediately what we expected, Tupou is going right after him. Getting squared up, Joseph holding him off. Joseph nails him with a shot in the head right away. Joseph doesn't want to get called into a war right now.
Yeah, I know. And Joseph's smart enough now not to get drawn into a war, and that's what Tupou wants to do. Wants to try and mess him up and land some heavy shots and get him to draw him into a fight.
Nice job coming off the ropes by Joseph Parker. Joseph doing all the landing so far. Nothing real heavy yet. Tupou hasn't been able to land a big shot. Coming in, making himself even smaller, trying to get to the body of Joseph. Joseph smart, he hangs on, comes with an uppercut on the inside.
Tupou, he's open for the uppercut. You can see there's a big opening there. I'm sure they've been training. Oh, it's all over.
He's not getting up from this. He will not get up. It's up to 4 and 5, and he starts to quiver. It's waved up. A first-round knockout. What a punch by Joseph Parker. He didn't even see it. How about that? That is not what we expected. A first-round knockout. I want to see the replay and see exactly where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was an uppercut or whether it was a short right hand.
But he certainly hurt Bowie Tupou. How about that for the strength of Joseph Parker? The last thing we expected was him to show that kind of power in the very first round against this guy. Joseph Parker is the real deal. I'm going to hold back just a bit now to make sure Bowie Tupou is okay. As he was cracked. He's sitting up all right, and his eyes are open.
There was no need for the 8 count there.
Boy, that is some big punch. And I want to see exactly what it was, because his body was shielding it, and we couldn't really see it.
Couldn't really see it. Whether it was a right hook or a right uppercut.
I knew it was something heavy, though, because when I saw it watching.
Here we go. Here it is. Here, Bob. I'd say. Oh, top of the head. Right hook on top of the head.
Right on top of the head. That's it. Left hook, and then he.
Right on the forehead.
Look at that. Look at the power that he had on this.
Here we go. He had his range.
Boom. He was coming in and he ducked it. He caught him right on top of the
head. Right on top of the forehead.
That'll tell you about the power of Joseph to knock this guy out. Wow. This is a guy that was sparring with the likes of Kelly Meehan, Lucas Brown in Australia, and Joseph absolutely destroys him with one punch in the top of the head. He's getting so strong, this kid.
He is getting strong. Certainly making a statement in the heavyweight division.
The smiles of Kevin Barry, all the hard work for both of them. All right, we have to get the official particulars, so let's go to our ring announcer, Lieutenant Dan Hennessy.
Fighters to the center ring, please.
Glad to see Bowie Tupou okay to get to the center of the ring. And what a night for Joe Parker. Wow. His mom Sally and Dad Dempsey thrilled.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 3 seconds gone in the very first round, your winner by knockout, fighting out of the blue corner, Lucas Joseph Parker.
It came like a bolt out of the blue at 103 of the first round. Joseph Parker, winner by knockout. How about that? Wow. Clint Brown is moving in there, and we'll have a conversation with Joseph Parker momentarily, as soon as they get all the belts on him. Wonderful victory for Joseph Parker. Well, that'll move him up in the rankings, Shane.
Oh, it certainly will. Certainly will. Well deserved.
All right, here's Clint Brown. Go ahead, Clint. Take it away with Joseph.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the thoughts now of that explosive Joseph Parker punch there, because it went down quicker than a bluff oyster, mate. What's your thoughts on that particular bout? Well done.
Hey, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank God again for this wonderful victory. Hey, Invercargill, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, in training camp, we trained for 12 rounds. I can hear Kevin calling out in the corner, Joe, box him. He's coming out and he's looking for a big shot. So once I started establishing the jab, we worked on going in when he was coming in, and all he's worried about is throwing his punches, and he's not worried about what's coming back. So yeah, we went 1 round and we're prepared to go 12, so we're happy with the victory, and what can I say, it's a good night.
It's been an amazing night for boxing here in Invercargill. KB, you always said expect the unexpected, mate. We've seen some classic fights tonight.
Well, this is heavyweight boxing, and like the Invercargill people have shown us a lot of love. I really wish, I wish for everybody who came here that, that we could have got some more rounds, but Joseph Parker is a very heavy-handed fighter. This was his biggest test. We thought we were bringing you a fight that I expected to go 6 or 7 rounds. So, so what Joe has shown tonight, and once again moving up the rankings, so this young man is for real. This young man is to be very proud of, and we're really happy to have him here in Invercargill, and thanks for the love and support.
From your memory of the actual first round there in the big KO, I mean, it's going to be on the big screen in just a moment, but you're obviously expecting him to come at you hard and fast, but you came back just as hard without being hit.
Yeah, like I said, we prepared well. Kevin told me, we worked on my defense, and we didn't get a lot of rounds to show it, but this is what we worked on, countering when he comes in, and we landed a good shot. But I just want to say this, it's an amazing stadium. I stood there when everyone was screaming, and I just absorbed. I'm thankful for everyone for coming out, and I think it's time to go and get some bluff oysters and a whopper.
And you threw the bomb tonight, mate, didn't you?
Yeah.
Threw the big bomb.
Well, everyone, there's a half-price BK chicken and half-price barbecue bacon double cheese tomorrow, so get out to Burger King, enjoy yourself. I might see you guys there.
So what's next now, mate? I mean, like, you proved you've got a big knockout punch. 15-0 now, and where do you want to go? What's next?
Hey, we're going to enjoy this victory. Going to sit down with Kev, my team, Duca, my management team. We have a fight planned for October 15th. We're just trying to lock in an opponent. So I'm pretty excited to be, keeping busy. It keeps me eating healthy and training in the gym, and learning my craft in the ring.
You're certainly doing that, mate, and doing a fantastic job. The whole of New Zealand's right behind you. KB, keeping active, keeping busy, that's working wonders.
We found out last year when Joe fought 5 times in a year that it really worked for him. So we have the same schedule this year. Look, firstly, I'd just like to thank Leon and Danny from the WBO for coming here for this fight. And we hope that they're going to support us and help us as we move up the WBO rankings to fight for a mandatory and hopefully get a world title shot in the next 18 months to 2 years.
And anyone you want to thank finally, Joseph?
Thank you to my team. Thank you to Burger King. Thank you to Invercargill. We'll see you again soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Joseph Parker.
So Joseph Parker, 15-0, a dramatic first-round knockout. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a little bit. Stick right with us, folks. All right, so it's been a wonderful night. Shane Cameron What did you think of that? You've been in some wars, but how about that punch that he caught him with on the top of the head?
Oh, mate, it's sensational. It just shows you the power that Joseph is picking up now with all his training, his strength training that he's doing in the States. And we didn't see the punch. You know, I thought it was an uppercut, but it was a right hand directly right in the middle of the forehead and just sort of up a little bit high. I've never seen a
knockout right up in this portion of the head.
Yeah, I've never seen a knockout from there before. And you know, normally that's a hard part of someone's head too. And when I broke my hand when I caught Bob Mervick on top of the hand, on top of the head too. But his hand seems to be okay, so that's all right.
Well, very important too that Jeff Horn was successful tonight, even though that he got cut. We're certainly going to see that a little bit later on now in the fight coming up. I think they have it scheduled for August, October 15th.
Yeah, well,
October 15th. We're going to have that. We'll see him back in action. His cut should be all right by then. Any final comments on the night tonight? Of course, the big upset, Dave Latelli of the Brown Butterbean, knocked out in the first round. Big surprise. And that's going to be a big fight when they have the rematch again in October up in Auckland.
That will be exciting. The rematch with Butterbean going in there. That was very surprised that he got tipped over. But you know, all in all, superb night. Looking forward to seeing what Joseph's got up next.
Shane, thanks so much for working with me. I really enjoyed it. You were terrific.
Great to be with you, mate.
You could dance,
the legend himself.
And you can fight. All right, folks. Great being with all of you. John Fellett and your whole staff here at Sky Arena. I thank you so much for having me back again. I really enjoyed it. It was a great night. Let's go back up now to Clint Brown.
Yes, fantastic stuff. It's always great having Colonel Bob Sheridan, one of the world's best boxing callers, back here on Sky Arena to wrap up what's been a fantastic night with the Burger King road to the title. And what a performance by, well, some call him the explosive Joseph Parker. But 1:03 into the first round, I mean, normally he averages around about 3.8 rounds with his 14 KOs so far. He's only boxed around about 54 rounds. So a first round KO, that was a sensational knockout tonight. And Alira, you've been out and about talking to some of the local stars. You're all smiles tonight, so's Joseph. You were a bit worried about this fight coming in. You thought that Tupou might surprise him, but boy, did he get the old expect the unexpected.
I know, I was very, very wrong. You know, I backed Joseph. I love Joseph. He's a fantastic fighter, but actually I was a little bit worried that I thought Tupou was going to bring it tonight, but once again, Joseph Parker followed through and he shows us why he's the best in the game at the moment.
What did you think of the knockout?
Oh, amazing. I honestly didn't think that he was going to finish him that quickly. I was kind of waiting maybe for like 3 or 4 rounds, but that was fantastic. Very, very proud of him.
Yeah, you've done a lot of UFC type sort of presenting, also some mixed martial arts. You've actually done some Brazilian jiu-jitsu yourself, so you know what it's like to be in the ring. That's the last thing you'd think would happen. And well, you've got to expect the unexpected, as we know, but gee, he didn't see it coming. We've seen a couple of those tonight, haven't we?
We have, and my gosh, Butterbean, what a finish that was. And Izu, you know, that was just fantastic. I think that sort of set the precedence for the whole night.
And of course, these guys have trained super hard. They've got to train for at least 12 rounds, of course, to go to this distance. They're probably expecting around about 6 or 8, but to get a first round KO was fantastic. So overall, what did you think of the boxing experience here in the Deep South and sensational South Invercargill?
Look, it's amazing, and I'm definitely going to come back to Invercargill. It's not as cold as everybody's making it out to be. Maybe I've got a good patch of weather, but I love it down here, and I'm really excited to actually try some seafood one here.
Oh yeah, well, it's been fantastic weather today. It's been a fantastic night of boxing. On behalf of all the team, I'm Clint Brown. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time we step into the ring on Sky Arena.